Hi, okay, so let's get going with the sketch. So before I do this, I'm going to do the circle with the distress crayons that I told you about. So let me just get my water bottle. So basically these are similar to gelatos, however you want to say them. How do you say it? I feel like I just said the ice cream. Gelato, that's ice cream, isn't it? You know what I mean anyway. The little crayon. But they obviously coordinate with the Distress Ink range. They're vibrant. I feel that they blend better. You don't need that scratchy mark so much. You can use them like watercolors, you can add them to spritz bottles and create your own sprays, etc, etc, etc. So I'm just going to do some doodling on here. So this one is called Festive Berries, so I'm just going to doodle away. And this one is called Seedless Preserves. And we have Fossilized Amber. So you recognise the names because they are also the ink. So it's great for if you want to coordinate with your other bits and bobs. So this is peeled paint. And they blend really nicely together. And we have Chipped Sapphire. So I'm just doodling a little bit on here. I want to bring some more of the vibrant colours back on the top. So just go back in. They're really, really, really soft. So you can just, if you want to just smudge these as is, they do. Or spritz them with water. So I'm just blending this in. Going to create this nice sort of watery effect. They're really good if you want to just create a really quick background. Really handy for that. So I'm happy with that. When you want to use different colours and you don't want to blend them, just remember to keep wiping your finger dry. I've wrecked this mat, I need to get another one. Used my heat tool on top of it. And I kind of wrecked it now. Okay, it's all bent now, look. Just go back in a little bit more. So what I've done there, that's that. So I'm just going to quickly dry that off. I'm just prepping all the pieces to go on the top of the sheet. So that's quite bold, and I'm wanting to take away some of the colour because the sheet is very, very busy. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use use a quick stencil over the top. So here's a stencil, and I'm just going to apply, let's go, I want it to be semi-transparent, so I'm going to use just a bit of gesso. I don't want it to be Sorry, there's too many pastes in that down here. Can't find the one I'm after. Here we go. Heavy gesso, my old friend, and just use one of these tools. So this is the Prima Heavy White Gesso. It's good because it's not just a gesso, but because it's so thick, you can see, it's great for using for stencils as well. A lot of gesso is a bit runnier, so it doesn't hold its shape quite as well. So sort of think of this as butter and bread. You're pushing it through, but you're not stabbing it or, you know, smoothly with the side. Imagine like you're plastering a wall or something, you know, like it's a trowel. Or if you've ever iced a cake, that's the same motion. So I'm just covering the whole area. And because this is a heavy gesso, the marks you make will stay in there. So if you want it really smooth, make sure you flatten that out. So that looks really good, and where it wasn't quite dry it's bled a little bit, so I actually really like that. That looks really fun. Okay, always do clean your stencils. This is permanent when it's dry. If you're not by a sink like me when you craft, just give it a wipe with some baby wipes for now, and then put it to one side to wash properly later on. Clear all this up. So this video is going to be probably in 3 parts. You can only film so much before it becomes a pain to upload, so this will be part 2. Just get the worst off. Okay, so that'll do. We'll get the rest off later. So I'll just dry off that stencil. Clean my tools up. So again, I mean, these are only plastic, you could probably pick it off, but that's a pain, isn't it? So just give it a wipe. So let's get rid of those. I need to clean this lid as it's not shown properly. Let stuff dry on the lid. Okay, so let's get rid of those. Right, so let's dry this off. Really like this. This has gone really cool. And the other thing with gesso is it dries pretty quick, even a bit thicker, as opposed to like acrylics. They take a lot longer. I really like where I didn't dry the background properly. It's sort of blurred out a little bit. Quite cool. So that'll do, and we'll pop that to one side. So that's how that looks. So that's that. So now we're going to prep the flowers, and then that will be the end of part 2. And then I shall come back and put everything together. So I'm just going to snip the wire off because I don't want the wire this time. So now, let's move these out of the way. I'm going to use some ink sprays here, I think, and colour the flowers. So let's get rid of those. So again, I said this is quite busy already, so I think I'm going to leave a bit white. So I've got a Mr. Huey Taxi. These are very vibrant, but I find them very messy, the bottles. So not one I buy that often, so I find I waste a lot of it. See that my hand is now covered in ink. So very messy. which is a shame because they are very lovely bright colours. And I'll use, let's have a look, what should we go for? Let's have, I do like this colour. This is a Starburst Ray. This is Tibetan Poppy Teal. This is one of my favourite colours at the moment. Lindy's I'm going to be getting in soon. They're such vibrant colours. And shimmer. So some inks are colour, some inks are shimmer. Lindy's are both. You get the shimmer and the colour. So they're very intense colour but full of the mica as well. So they come up really bold. I'm just dabbing a bit extra on there. So I'm going to leave those quite white. So I want a bit of contrast with all that colour going on the page. Fun thing when you're wiping up inks, if you use kitchen roll is better. But you can use baby wipes as well. Keep these and you can make flowers from the baby wipes. You can tear, if you use kitchen roll, which is one of my favourites, you can tear that up and use a journal page. So all our prep's ready. I'm going to pause now and I'll come back with part 3 to show you how we put it all together.